Venezia took me by surprise. This was my favorite city of the entire trip. Each half of the crew went to the Santa Lucia train station that morning within a few minutes of when we were supposed to meet, and I found out we'd only missed them by 15 minutes. Venice is a maze of canals and alleys, so we got a little lost along the way. Would I be able to ask for directions in Italian and understand the response? I understood that. That made sense to me in Italian. I speak Italian? Yeah! And hauled ass through the streets of Venice to make sure we made it to the Piazza San Marco on time. We finally reunited. We were able to shoot Aaron both riding in the gondola and getting out of it. We officially had enough important scenes completed to finish the film.
Hey, you can join in. We'll make it a Tri-Wizard tournament.
It felt like nature was on the verge of retaking the city every high tide. I'd never seen city streets flood with seawater in real life until that day. Take a look at the difference over time and you'll see what I mean. Always pay attention to the tide. It can and will kill you. Our international pipe layer, if you will, managed to sneak away and talk to other people in the hostel. He actually started giving oral sex. And he proceeded to spend the next hour going down on this woman while she let him know that was exactly what she was looking for. And he thought it was finally time for him to get some action. But no, it was late. She'd fallen asleep. Once we got to Firenze, we reached a massive set of steps going up a hill that led to our campsite. We reached the top and saw a massive recreation of Michelangelo's famous David statue. Then we turned around and saw that this area overlooked the whole city. We also found a square called La Piazza della Signoria, and were surprised to find a number of really interesting statues guarding the entrance to the Palazzo Vecchio, including depictions of David, Hercules fighting a centaur, and even Perseus having just cut off Medusa's head. I'd never seen a carved depiction of a haunting before, and it made my skin crawl. We got on the train from Firenze to Milan, which ended up being full of Italian nuns. However, this was also the last possible time our single guys on the trip could meet anyone. And he ended up in an empty compartment having sex while we were on the train full of nuns. I think we used every single drop of luck we had on this trip. For example, we had used it successfully when prostitutes had solicited us in Barcelona, but the moment we said we were broke, they left us alone. We'd made a whole movie about getting separated in a train station. We couldn't actually have the problem after we'd shot the ending. To make it even worse, someone stole my cell phone right out of my checked bag. But could you imagine if someone had stolen the SD cards after 5 weeks of filming? It was a very precarious situation, but we didn't have any way to make backups until after we got back to California.